Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? And it's great to be with you again. Myself, Denise Farquharson, emotional intelligence coach, and my dear friend, Dr. Tara Hines, career transition and life coach as well, and strategist, right?
Yes. Uh,
It's good to be with you again to describe some more tips, strategies of how to navigate your emotional intelligence and your career transition. Putting the two together really makes sense and will help you navigate what to do next, especially after having a Christmas break and potentially a New Year break for some of you as well. It's giving you an opportunity to just sit back and just review and think and wonder and ponder on what next into a new year as well. And so, even if you're listening to this on a replay, we recorded this on the very first session of January 2024, but it could be relevant to any time of the year. Because guess what? This day, we're going to be talking about career tango and whether you can actually dance that dance of career transitioning with emotional finesse or not. It depends on you and how you're going to tackle it. I think, to be honest, and I said this earlier to Tara, most of you, if you think about it, you have more than likely done a maneuver of this type before, a career change in some way, shape, or form, a promotion, or moved sideways, or moved a completely different sector. But you've managed it and you've been successful. So, we're going to give you some tips and strategies to help you. Please don't let even the very thought of it overwhelm you, because it is possible to be able to do it with emotional finesse. So, I'm going to hand over to Tara at this point just to give us her take on the title, and then we'll go a little bit deeper into some strategies that we can leave with you, tangible things that you can do to help you get from A to B to C. Tara, over to you.
you are correct. If each person just took a moment to think about their career, where they are today compared to where they started, they had to have some type of tango or dancing occurred because there is not a straight line. There's no one who's taken a straight line in their career. There's been a lot of twists and turns throughout your professional journey, just as ours. And so that's what it's about. And it's about how you manage those twists and turns. But more importantly, when you think about it from an emotional finesse, like what does that truly mean? And that's really being emotionally flexible when you are going through what you may consider challenges in your career. And how you navigate is really important in that space. So I think this is really, really a timely topic. And like you, I think it could be, you could really refer to it at any time within your career because there's always something going on. There are different things that are going to pop up. There are different seasons in your career. And the most important piece of that is how you're dancing when those things come up.
Mm. And I like the fact that actually the term dancing does, it does reflect on the recent festive season that we've had. Um, but I'm no great dancer, but I know you have to move your head, you have to move your shoulders, you have to move your body, feet, legs, arms, and so on, all in sequence, within reason. But actually, who says you have to do it in sequence? But
Yes.
guess what? Every move that you make has to require some type of decision making as to where you place your feet, where you place your arms. And it's the same with our career. Where do I go? When should I go? Who do I go to? And some of those questions will come up in your mind, and it will require what I class as a decision making emotional intelligence trait. And how strong is that trait for you? And do you really consider how you make decisions, how you take risks? And sometimes you may well have to engage with someone to talk through some of the choices and some of the options that might be on the table for you. And when you look at it from that perspective, then actually that will give you a real good insight into, so what do I do next? Who do I go to next? Where do I go to next? Because it's going to be a lot of decision making. But I would really implore you do it step by step, just as you would learning how to dance and learning how to do the tango, step by step, and be guided as to how to maneuver through the various challenges, the various skill sets that you may have to reconsider or brush off, or even just to determine, well, actually, I don't have to tick the box for every single desirable or essential on the job descriptions either, because sometimes they can put you off, but actually, they don't have to. So just consider, what is my decision making like, and how do I take risks? Tara, any other thoughts around dancing, maneuver, risks,
Yeah,
decisions, etc.?
yeah, you and that list, that's
Mm,
such a great list to start with, and it really transitions well with some of the thoughts that I. And so even when you think about, the dance, the tango or salsa, it involves two people. And that means that those two individuals are in sync. Many times they're collaborating at the end of the day. And so networking and collaboration are really important in your career transition. And it's really important when you are trying to make that decision to go up or out in the organization. But the other piece that you also mentioned that I think complements some of my thoughts as well is that for me, what comes to mind is the show, um, the dancing show that where they're competing, and
mm,
they have to adjust to different steps, to different moves, and being able to adapt to that. So adaptability is really important in your career transition as well, because the landscape is going to change all the time, whether it's the work that you do or the organization that you're working for, that you choose to work for. There is a level of commitment that you go into the door having to adapt to what's going on, but then throughout your journey, as I mentioned, different things are going to pop up. So you're going to have to always be in that mindset, that mode, but that willingness to really adapt to it. And then the last one that really comes to mind for me is uh, they have to put in a lot of practice as dancers. And so that means they're refining their skills, they are putting in a lot of hours, and that comes down to continuous learning. So if it's a role that you're interested in, if it's a new organization, if it's a function, being taking the initiative to come in to be prepared for what's next. So is it enrolling in some classes? But keep in mind that could be internal or external to the organization that you're working for currently. So just putting yourself or positioning yourself in a place where you are ready to go to the next level, or to as you say many times, maybe it's across and not up or out. In your career is really important. So networking and collaboration, I would say, being able to adapt well, and then continuous learning. All of those really go together or really complement each other well when you think about your career tango and being able to navigate what that looks like for you on the other side.
absolutely. And I really like that last piece that you mentioned about continuous learning as we wrap up, and it's around the fact that actually you have learned something from the occasions before. So what
Mhm.
did you learn? How would you change any of it at all? Or adjust it to then fit the new way that you're going to be taking, the new journey that you're going to be taking, the new
Right.
transition that you're going to be taking, right? So
Right.
I really like that idea, actually. So hopefully we've given you all enough tips and strategies around what to do next, what to think about, what to consider. And please do connect with Tara. Tara, just a quick update as to what you do and how you can help.
Absolutely. I am a life and career strategist. I have the honor of working with women to help you make a decision to go up or out. Many times that's not the starting place because we have to really offload a lot of mental barriers that are hindering you from your progress. And so once that's released, we can move forward and design a plan for you to go up in the organization or out to a new opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tara. And anybody who works with Tara will definitely be able to make that transition really, really well. And, if you do have to consider, what are your emotional intelligence traits, then I can help you with running an assessment that goes through your top 10 leadership traits and work out which ones are really, really strong. And actually, you may well be surprised. So I look forward to hearing from you. Please do follow, subscribe, please do comment as well, and get in touch with myself or Tara if there are any other questions around this particular topic. We do this every week, just for about 10 minutes. Lovely short boost for you to get real good, rich information, and therefore give you the next stepping stone for you to get going with your career transition. So thank you for listening, and you take care. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you.